So, when a society starts, one of the ways, maybe it's always this way, I don't know, but when a society starts breaking down, it, one of the ways, if not the main way, always is the men and women start to, the family unit's destroyed, and the masculine and feminine are out of balance with the population. So, so when you get somebody like a Andrew Tate or people like this, and Jordan Peterson, they teach men how to what direction to go for more masculinity. Some people might not like all the stuff that Andrew Tate says, but you don't have to. He's still teaching people the masculinity, enough of it that they could pull out of what he's saying to bring great benefit to the society. He's able to get women. He could get lots of women. That's something that a lot of men can't do. They can't even get one. So something that he knows, he can give that advice to men. And it doesn't mean these men necessarily are going to go after more than one woman, but it's learning something from him that is a part of the masculinity that they're lacking. So, the society right now, it's the masculinity and femininity aren't embodied very well in the populace. So you need the majority of men and women to be in their masculine, like the men to be in the masculine, women to be in their feminine. Like, it's a good way to balance it, because we're not only individuals, we're also counterparts. So part of our nature, it's not all individualism. It's part of our nature is we are part of a piece of something, a counterpart. So of a binary system, which is the masculine, feminine, man, woman, counterparts. And so this is the unit that makes the family unit and stabilizes a society. Right now, we don't have that. It's breaking down all of that, and so one of the ways to stop that, or to turn the tables on that, is teaching men how to which direction to go for masculinity, and like I said, even if Andrew Tate, he teaches mostly good stuff, really, and he says some stuff that's culturally unacceptable, or culturally frowned upon, but he's a good guy for sure, and he has information like that can be extracted from him that could help most men to develop the masculinity, to center themselves in masculinity. Even it's one of the ways that you could find which direction to go to get that masculinity within you, to center yourself in it, is it's being able to attract women. Being very good at that is not just with looks, but through your mind and stuff, psychological, and what you say and do. It's a very good indicator when you're good at that you are centered in your masculinity, because masculinity is a binary system. It's never by itself. Its masculinity is always with femininity. They are counterparts. And so being good at attracting women and good with women, like talking to them and stuff like that, it's an indicator that he's, that that man is centered on his masculinity pretty good. Doesn't mean he's got it on all areas, but he's good at that. That's a great starting point. And that will help most men, because most men can't attract women very well. And so Andrew Tate's good at that. And this will help the whole society in turn, because the society is over if you don't have enough stable masculine feminine units, like the family unit, to stabilize the society. You need a lot of that, enough of that to stabilize it, and it's got to be a vast majority. But not just marrying, it's like successful marriages and successful parenting, successful, all this. And again, one of the great ways you do that, if the men are more centered on the masculinity, they'll have less problems that they present to women in the relationship. And men being the leaders, masculinity is the leader of femininity. So when men adhere to masculinity, they'll be the lead, and they date women that are that they have more masculinity than. And so when the women come in to those relationships, the men being the leader, he will be more centered on his masculinity, and he'll present less problems to the woman. So give her less reasons to want to split up. She'll be respect him more and be attracted to him more when he's being more of that masculine, and his leadership will put her more into the feminine, and he'll expect her to if she wants to maintain the relationship, continue being in the relationship, that she needs to do her part too, and it will put her into the feminine. So this will create a lot more happy, stable family units, and great for children to be raised in, make new, healthy, happy, strong, centered children. And so that's how you stabilize the society. So you're gonna, what you'll see is definitely on this is a lot less trans stuff, bisexuality, gay. That will decline as more and more men in society are chasing masculinity into embodying it. It will polarize the society a lot, in a good way, masculine and feminine, and that's exactly what we need. Otherwise the society falls apart, because we're not just individuals. A society doesn't survive on just a bunch of individuals. It's of course the population needs children. It's like everything. It requires not just individuality, but also a part of you that is a citizen, a part of something that's conducive to the society. And of course it starts with the family unit, because we need children, we need the population to continue, we need healthy, happy, strong, centered children, growing up in that environment for the next generations. It all comes down to the family unit. So yeah, that's what they need to do. We need to continue down this road and develop the masculinity. That's what men need to do. Don't wait for the women. Don't wait for them to want to change or whatever. Just do your thing as men. Develop that masculinity. Center yourself on that masculinity, and only take women that are going to be, you know, comparable femininity. You know, women of integrity, and you know, don't go for any of those other women. It doesn't matter how hot they are. Don't waste time. You know, that's what I recommend. It's just go for women that are good, that are ready to grow and become something more, not stay as is, but grow. So that's the mission, and we could turn things around.